One key element of the fourth wave of radio, or if you will, how the internet is going to impact the broadcast media, is the download phenomena which is sweeping the world. Notice that it's not the downloading of music, but rather the overall act of downloading, which is redefining music, video, and software. Life in today's radio stations is very hectic, as you know, meaning a lot of broadcasters simply don't have the time to really sit back and consider what this really means to our industry, and have assumed that it's just a matter of someone downloading music to augment their personal library. This is not the case. What is happening is the internet community has taken the time to compile collections of their favorite music and make those collections available on the internet. For example, if you take something as simple as downloading a single song, as you probably have done yourself through iTunes or some other form of recognized source, like maybe your own radio station's website, you'll find that today's net-savvy users are operating at an entirely new level. In the spectrum of peer-to-peer downloading, users are grabbing entire discographies, libraries which contain not only every album released by any specific band, but also additional material like unreleased concerts and bootleg albums. For example, I saw a Rolling Stones collection which not only had every album that the band had ever released, but it also had about 20 concerts, all in super high-quality formats well beyond what radio stations are able to deliver today. The net outcome, if you're a listener looking for Rolling Stones music, for example, you can have a better collection than any radio station on the planet, and you can have it in under 1 hour at no cost. Another collection I saw contained Elton John music. Again, an interesting twist in this one, in that it had every album, every concert, every bootleg, and everything was available in 3 different versions. The first version was taken from vinyl, appealing to those who prefer the sound of records from the 70s. There was a rip from CD, as well as a new high-end audio quality, so whatever level of music you're looking for, it was available in this single download. When you consider today's internet connectivity, and then look at the way storage platforms have expanded over the last 3 or 4 years with the proliferation of small thumb drives, which are now capable of supporting upwards of 64 gigabyte of music, or if you will, about 4 times the size of an average radio station's library, you'd have to recognize that massive personal libraries are a reality today. The net outcome is that we're seeing empowered users who have no need to go anywhere but their local computer store to pick up cheap memory sticks and then copy their files onto it. To give you an idea of cost, an 8 gigabyte thumb drive can support something in the area of 150 albums at a cost of about $5. And based on what we're seeing in the download speeds and cost of internet connectivity, the cost of music itself would be about $0. The one component that's still lacking at this point to develop this segment is the lack of music playlist software, leaving a gap for broadcast radio to retain portions of the music listening audience. But every day that gap is closing, with car manufacturers leading the way by dramatically including flexible, high-quality music playback systems installed in every level of car and truck going into the marketplace. If you have any comments or thoughts about our article on the fourth wave of radio or about this particular video, feel free to drop me a line to bob@radioinsider.net. And thank you very much for joining me.